Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to episode 6 of Fireside Stories, The Forbidden Ruins, A Tale of Terror, Part 2. The ancient ruins loomed before the group of adventurers, standing tall and imposing against the orange and red hues of the sunset. The group consists of 4 individuals, John, Kiera, Marcus, and Lilith, each with unique skills and experience. Their quest requirements are to eradicate the goblin horde using the ruins as a base camp to attack nearby villages. Any treasure they find while completing this quest is theirs to keep. As they enter the ruins, the air grows thick with dust and their footsteps echo through the chambers. The walls are lined with worn hieroglyphics, their meaning lost to time. The group moves cautiously, aware that danger could lurk around any corner. They soon encounter their first challenge, a narrow passage guarded by traps. John, the group's strategist, quickly assesses the situation and develops a plan. Lilith will use her magic to detect the traps while Kiera works to disable them. It is a tense and nerve-wracking moment, but they emerge unscathed and continue farther into the ruins. They soon find themselves in a vast chamber of towering pillars and mysterious artifacts. They take in the grandeur and awe of the ancient architecture as they pack as much treasure and artifacts as they can carry. After they fill their packs, they move deeper into the ruins. The traps grow more difficult for Lilith to detect.
Something isn't right?
John says cautiously.
What do you mean?
Marcus asks.
The quest description said there would be a horde of goblins here, but we haven't come across a single one.
Now that you mention it, I haven't even seen any signs of occupation. No fires, no carcasses from their food. Nothing.
The group is more on edge as they realize nobody has been inside these walls since they were established over a century ago. They finally reach the heart of the ruins, the treasure chamber. However, it is behind a large door sealed shut. Marcus forces the doors open. The party enters with their weapons drawn. Yet, there is nothing. The cavern is entirely empty. The floor is flooded with a shallow layer of water. The only thing that protrudes from the liquid is a narrow brick pathway that leads to a circular platform in the center.
Where's the treasure?
Kiera asks.
Considering there has been no sign of any activity, there probably never was any treasure.
John reasons. Marcus and Kiera start to inspect the perimeter of the cavern, while John and Lilith walk down the pathway. Suddenly, a small orb appears over the platform. It glows with a soft yellow light and seems to pulsate at regular intervals. Something about this orb seems familiar to John. It slowly grows in size, changing to a reddish hue. John starts to hear faint voices coming from the orb. The color from his face slowly drains away as he recognizes the screams to be his dead wife and children.
Marcus, that's it.
Marcus shouts from across the cavern.
We need to leave.
Lilith shouts back. She turns to see John staring at the orb.
John!
She yells. John slowly turns to face Lilith.
It killed them.
He says softly.
And it'll kill us too if we don't leave now.
John is frozen in place. He remembers now. The same glowing red orb appeared in the sky over his village. The same day his wife and children died.
John.
Lilith screams. John snaps out of his trance, and everyone starts running for the door. The orb emits a powerful pulse without warning, throwing the party members towards the door. John hits his head on the cavern wall. He is still conscious, but blood is pouring down his face. In a daze, he looks to his left to see Marcus lying on the ground, holding on to Kiera.
Kiera, are you alright?
John asks.
I'm fine. Where's Lilith?
Kiera replies. John looks around and sees Lilith holding up an energy barrier. The orb is emitting a steady stream of plasma trying to break through. Lilith is straining, attempting to hold back the raw power of the orb. The hood of her cloak has fallen off. He realizes why she is wary of strangers. She is a dark elf. The war had been fought against the nation of the Dark Elves, Isha Olora. She looks back at John.
Get everyone out of here.
She commands. John is stunned that a Dark Elf is working with humans, let alone trying to save them. John stumbles towards Marcus. He and Kiera struggle to get him to his feet as they stagger toward the door. When they are safely outside, they set Marcus against the foyer wall.
I'm going to get Lilith.
John tells Kiera. Just as he turns towards the door, a large explosion throws Lilith into John. He wraps his arms around her as they fall to the ground. John groans.
Are you alright?
He asks.
I'm fine.
Lilith immediately puts her hood back over her head and looks towards Kiera and Marcus to see if they noticed. Kiera is still tending to Marcus's wounds. Lilith turns toward John.
Don't you dare tell them.
She says sternly.
I won't, but
Not now. We need to get out of here.
Lilith moves to the center of the foyer, puts her hands together and begins chanting. An enormous magic circle appears on the ground in front of her.
Get everyone in the circle.
She commands. John and Kiera drag Marcus in the circle. Lilith finishes the chant, and they are transported to the ruins entrance in a bright flash of light. Now, if you enjoyed that story, make sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the loop for part 3 and future Fireside stories.